They say a box without a label is a lost parcel. Not for me. There are hard hitters and drillers who can pinpoint one true thing in their lives. But this one is for people who are passionate about many things. Those who love learning and living life. Yes, and follow your curiosity. Let's talk about entrepreneurship, travel, life adventures, challenges, successes, and experiences. I would always hear people describe the plethora of things that I do with "that's SoChal." No adjectives, just that. So I'm ready to play with that. I'm a middle child, so let's move out of the binary and explore the in-betweens. I call this essential real talk and stories. Life is a buffet spread. Feel free to experience as much as you can, one bite at a time. Welcome aboard as we take off for some social conversations. Taking flight with me today is the Zarah Juan for some social conversations. And we are now in flight with our social conversations. Before I introduce our very special guest, I'm so happy to share with all of you that SoChal is almost done with our first season, and we'll be moving on to our second season soon. All women entrepreneurs, all real stories of real women. All right, so for today, I'm very proud to share with you our guest. I personally knew her before the brand came about, and I feel very privileged talaga kasi the way that I met her, always so humble, kalog, easy to talk to, but every time you hear her talk, napaka-totoo and how do I say this? There's always weight in her words. Everything that she utters, ayan. And I'm very proud to say that we're so lucky. Lahat kayo na nanonood ngayon live or even later hearing in the podcast. If you're seeing this live on Facebook, she's actually live also on her, hopefully soon, flagship store. So meron tayong pa-sneak peek. Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna prolong it anymore. I know every Filipina who really supports local know this name, know her name, knows her brand. Who am I talking about? The Zarah Juan. Hi, Zarah!
Hello! Hi, Shahal. May di pa talaga na nahiya naman ako bigla.
Oo, kailangan.
But
Okay.
thank you for having me. It's such an honor na makapagkwentuhan today.
And thank you for making time. We know you're busy. Sa sobrang busy, ayan, live na live siya. Well, can
Live
you
na
tell us where you are? Can you
live.
share it? Because we're seeing all of the Zarah Juan stuff at your back. Oh.
So right now, I'm inside our flagship store ng Zarah Juan
Congrats.
brand. Oh my God. Thank you talaga. Hindi pa kami nagbubukas, but I feel na to make our conversation really special, dito ko na lang gawin, di ba? Wala pa naman nakakakita. Inaayos pa namin. Hindi pa tama yung mga display. So para tuloy-tuloy lang yung conversation, para makita nyo din na pag nagkwentuhan tayo ng journey, yan, meron tayong parang tuloy-tuloy yung story natin hanggang makarating dito sa store na to.
I love
diba?
it. Thank you for indulging us. Meron pa kaming sneak peek.
Yes.
Okay. Simulan ko na, Zarah, because when I say every Filipino's into local products, most especially local products and good design and into good design, know your brand. But I want to take it back a few more years and years back actually. Na the Zarah Juan I got to meet, ang raming pinagdaanan. And nung na-meet ko na, successful na siya nun ha. Like talagang the recognitions, the awards, the name was always there. I met her also when she was on top of the stage receiving awards, so on and so forth. And then after a few years, bigla na lang lumitaw ulit ang pangalan na Zarah Juan. Aba, may isa pang bagong success. So I think it's so important na we're talking today because ang raming kababaihan na very multi-talented like you, very skilled, has so much dreams na sometimes we get into borders, into boundaries na hanggang dito okay na to or okay na, ito yung world ko pero meron pa pala iba. Were you always in fashion? Pakikwento nga, Zarah.
Nako, hindi sobrang hindi into fashion. Ah, alam mo naman siya, nagsimula tayo talaga as an entrepreneur. Yung pagiging entrepreneur ko, nanggaling kasi sa advocacy. So, uh, nanggaling sa advocacy of caring for the environment, putting up a green laundry with my husband. And then later on, I journeyed into creating eco bags. I guess ang common denominator doon is kung ano yung passionate ako at saka yung personal advocacy ko na syempre, kailangan mo lagyan ng entrepreneurship. So, through the years, hindi naman ako talaga into fashion, but I am into creating bags. I think natutunan ko yung putting things together at an early age, designing at an early age na nung mga panahon na akala ko laro-laro lang, yung nagmagawa ka ng damit ng manika mo. But later on, na-realize ko na I can make use of that experience pala if I educated myself more, if I study more, if I research more, then pwede ko palang gawin yung mga kinalakihan ko nung bata ako or na-experience ko nung bata ako. So, hindi ako into fashion. I never went to a fashion school or a business school. But lahat to siya ay dala ng experience lang din, saka yung talagang porsigido ka, pag may gusto kang gawin, porsigido kang mag-research at to put in time. Kaya napunta ako dito.
The way you explain it, napaka-humble, Zarah, because I wanna pull it more back. Bakit? Okay, we see an airplane here, ayan, sa social page. So, I'm in the travel industry. Believe it or not, Zarah was also flying before. Pwede natin ikwento yung first part ng transition na yon, since we're all talking about reinvention. So, yung part na yon, you used to be flying as well.
Yes, oo. Yung nung bata ako, talagang, di ba, pag tinanong ka, what do you want to be when you grow up? Yung question na yon, wala akong ibang gusto kundi maging flight attendant. Kasi I remember siguro ng mga 8 years old ako sa where I grew up. Meron dumalaw sa area, sa community namin. Kasi bahay namin malapit sa chapel, so marami nagsisimba, ganyan, tas may tindahan kami, duwan ako sa tindahan palagi. Meron doon stewardess na nagsisimba na nakita ko na sobrang niyang ganda. Sa paningin ko, sobrang ganda. Parang always mabango, always malinis. Alam mo yun? So parang I really look up to her. And then, nung pumunta siya sa tindahan namin, ang sabi niya, "Hoy, ikaw, bata ka. Maganda kang bata, Nax." Kasi sabi niya, alam mo, pwede ka rin maging stewardess. Sabi niya, alagaan mo yung sarili mo, alagaan mo yung kutis mo, yung ngipin mo, yung mata mo. Alam mo, the usual advice pagka magiging flight attendant ka. Hindi ko na nakalimutan yun, isang encounter sa buhay ko. So I became a flight attendant. 2 years ako nag-domestic flights. Domestic dito sa atin. And then afterwards, 8 years flying for international airline. Actually, an American airline.
Wow.
So 10 years flying din ako. Believe it or not. Yung iba ay maniwala.
So, alam mo yung mga words na sinasabi ko na strap on your seatbelts. Ayan,
correct.
Yun, sa show natin. We're now airborne with Zarah Juan. Ayan.
Yes.
No, but kidding aside, from that okay, let's talk about that first part. So you were already living, actually that is in itself a dream for a lot of women, or even men. To be able to fly, to travel, and actually be a purser, a stewardess, a steward. So, from then on, bakit ka nag-pursue pa na magnegosyo? Because that's, I think right after that, dun pumasok yung Panda Green Cleaners, tama ba?
Yes, oo.
Okay, can we pakikwento?
I realized, syempre, I'm super thankful because nung nakapag-aral ako, nakapag-college ako, lahat talaga yung parang yung vision board ko, yung goal ko is to really become a flight attendant. So I did everything to prepare myself for that. Yung course ko, BS Tourism, ningitan ko yung mata ko, ingatan ko yung ngipin ko, everything was really, towards that goal in life. And then I became a flight attendant. It was really fun. As a single person, you travel around the world. During that time, my airline was Northwest Airlines, na ngayon Delta Airlines. So, American Airline, I think in terms of salary, hindi kami pinakamataas sa salary sa industry. But in terms of benefits, traveling benefits, I think before 9/11, we had the best benefits kasi we have mga travel pass, body pass, where we can give our friends, our family, um, and it's all business class, alam mo yun, and you can travel anytime. You
Wow.
just, alam mo yung safe pa yung mundo natin. Anytime, you just present your body pass card and you can fly anywhere in the world. So it was fun. I did that for siguro yung mga on my fifth year. Andiyan na, nagkaasawa na ako, nagkaanak na ako. Siyempre, naiba yung yung direction ng buhay natin pag nag-start tayo mag-family. Even our priorities. So, as much as I would like to stay and just, fly, naisip ko din ako, my son and my family needs me. So, yung direction natin nagbabago in terms of priorities also because of our priorities. And sometimes sa akin din importante rin sa akin, I always ask myself na parang ito na ba, is this it for me? Am I still growing? Yung personal growth ko ba nandun pa ba? So minsan akala ko noong umpisa boredom lang yun, parang naiinip lang ako sa work ko kasi parang yes, it's fun, but parang feeling ko, okay, am I gonna do this for the rest of my life? Take off landing. Parang, okay, I need to grow as a person as well. How am I gonna do that? So, during flying, ako naman, kahit nasa layover ako, I'd go, hindi ako tutulog lang basa-basa sa layover. Talagang nagkakatikot ako kahit anong oras. Basta ayoko lang to stay in my room. I really need to do something. I need to keep on going to nourish myself mentally. Siguro during that time, I kailangan palagi ako may ganon. So I always look for personal growth. And then I remember during that time when I was still flying, I kept on asking myself, is this it for me? So kung hindi pa siya, ang sagot ko noon, parang hindi pa. Parang I think that there's still something else that I can do. Kasi I feel that kung tatanda na akong flight attendant, parang meron akong hindi magagawa pa na gusto kong gawin sa buhay ko. So I started exploring. I went back to the creative side in me. I created environmental bags. And it started everything for me. So I created environmental bags. I started selling them. And then I started putting up um, a manufacturing company making eco bags, and then later on nag-venture siya to creating other bags. Hanggang naging full blast manufacturing company na siya, and hanggang naparetire na ako from flying because of that.
Okay. What we're showing right now to people is yung ngayon na, yung Zarah Juan na. Iba pa yung eco bags na pinag-uusapan natin dati. Tama ba?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
teka
iba
lang.
pa yun.
From eco bags, may eco cleaners ka pa, Zarah eh. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Paano
Oo.
ka naman napunta doon?
Actually, the laundry business is my husband's business. So, bilang couples, nag-usap kami to align our business. So, I think importante din yun na pareho kayong nasa iisang kayo page. So, I'm like, during that time, I told him, look, I'm advocating for green bags to reduce plastic consumption. Your business, you're in the business of cleaning clothes, okay yon. However, you also consume a lot of plastic bags. So, nag-usap kaming dalawa, we have to align our business so that yung anak din namin hindi ma-confuse sa ginagawa namin. So, it's a family decision na yung kanyang traditional laundry, we converted it into a green laundry and then we help each other out. So, napunta rin ako sa Panda Cleaners during that time.
Zarah, I think you just revealed a wonderful tip. You know, our listeners are mostly women and a lot of them are married then. Yung alignment ba, na kahit iba kayo ng negosyo, iba kayong ginagawa, maganda pa rin mag-align as a
Yes.
couple, as a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, i-explain ko na yung sinabi ko about Phoenix. Okay? Earlier on, when I posted about today's show, I called Zarah the Phoenix. Ako lang gumawa nun ika-copyright ko yon. Zarah Juan
Kakatouch
is such a
yun.
phoenix.
Uh,
But not because she has risen from the ashes. I think she has risen from her boundaries for herself. Kasi 'di ba oftentimes when we create success, uy, ito na. And then yun na. But you keep recreating and reinventing, and sa sobrang galing mo, kahit nga yung mga stories mo in the past, hindi na yun na yung pinag-uusapan. It's whatever you are doing at present. Kung dati yung eco bags mo, nandun kami. You were talking about also flying, nandun kami. And then now, you are actually also, well, for quite some time, supporting other women, the weaving industry, the local artisans, nandun din kami. Ngayon naman, with your flagship store, ito naman yung pag-uusapan. So, I think that's where the Phoenix really comes from, the Phoenix word, na you're always able to rise and outdo yourself. Kung ang iba, ang kalaban nila, yung kung sino-sino sa labas, ikaw, it's about yourself, na talagang, oh, you're outdoing yourself. So I'm gonna go back to that. Ayan na, successful na, kilala na si Zarah Juan sa pagiging uh, entrepreneur, di ba? You were already awarded. Ano tong Zarah Juan na brand na to? Biglang lumitaw. How did this come about?
Ayun na naman, lumalabas na naman kasi dyan yung tanong na, okay, putting up green leaf bags, yung eco bag manufacturing company. I did that for a long time. Before I retired, ginagawa ko na yun. So that was around 2008, ganyan. And then, from having, doing it sa garahe namin, hanggang through the years, it became a full blast manufacturing company with nasa warehouse facility na kami, with almost 200 people. Lumaki siya, in all fairness, to our business, to that business. But then, ito na naman ang tanong, is this it for me? Okay, I remember putting up the business. I wanted to help, alam mo yun, in my own way, contribute in the preservation of our environment. Hence, creating eco bags. But then, during that time, nung gumagawa ko ng eco bags, kami pa lang yung isa sa konting gumagawa ng eco bags. But then, China happened and a lot of suppliers abroad happened. The company will not survive ng piso-pisong eco bags. Hindi siya magsusurvive sa sobrang competitive ng prices from abroad, from China, di ba? So, from just making eco bags, environmental bags, napunta na kami sa paggawa ng, para may tinatahi yung mga mananahi namin to school bags, to corporate gifts bags, to sports bags. So, yung eco bag company namin, manufacturing company, became a bag manufacturing company. No? So, through the years, lumaki siya, and then, parang naramdaman ko siya, parang naging mass producer kami. Alam mo yun? Which actually is against sa why I started it in the first place. And I must admit, during that time na lumalaki kami, yung perception ko of scaling up is really yung namana ko din na perception ng mga nag-mentor sa akin na sa business na nananahi din ng mga bags in the industry of manufacturing. Which is, you know, it's okay naman na you measure your scaling up through the numbers of your machines, sa laki ng iyong factory, sa dami ng taong hinahawakan mo. Ganon yung way of measuring if you're growing as a company. Padamihan ng makina, di ba? Padamihan ng tao. Pag tinanong ka, nananahi ka ng bag or may tahian ka, ilan makina mo? Palaging ganon yung tao. Ang tanong. And syempre, na-carried away ako doon for a time. I'm like, palakahin ko to. I'll bring in the best machines. I'll bring in the best technology in making bags. Pag-aralan ko lahat siya. But then, after several years of doing that, I started asking myself again, what's the point? Am I gonna be a mass producer? And nasa na ngayon yung advocacy side nung ginagawa ko nung nagsisimula ako. So parang even our green practices within the company, since you are a mass producer already, I was a mass producer already, and catering to department stores, retail brands. And then, in the process also of doing that, nawalan ulit ako ng oras from my family. Eh, di ba, I retired from flying to spend more time with my family.
That's right.
And as the business grows, I spent less time now with my family. So again, I had to reevaluate what's important to me, um, reevaluate my priorities in life, and what matters to me. So it wasn't hard to do that. Honestly, a big transition kasi doing business for almost 12 years and closing it down and taking care of your people. No, when you are closing a company, you have to take care of your people, and it involves time and money as well. So it wasn't easy for me, but I have to do it. Okay, I really had to do it because it's not good for myself. I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't taking care of my family. My priorities are haywiring. So yon. So I did that decision again na parang okay, I have learned to create bags through the years. It was a good experience. What I know now is because of that experience. And I also discovered during the 12 years of making bags na maraming mga communities, dito tayo nagkita siya sa mentorship, no? Sa mentorship
Yeah.
program ng Go Negosyo. Na I discovered that yung experience ko in life and in manufacturing, if if I replicate it sa mga women communities natin or sa mga artisan communities natin, it's very important and it's very helpful to them. Kahit simple lang yung manufacturing experience ko, yung putting things together, supply chain management, costing, swatching, giving quotation sa mga clients, yung mga ganon, na-realize ko there's power in that knowledge. And if I replicate it with other communities, nakakabuo yung mga communities. Nagkakaroon
Wow.
ng empowerment, a process ng empowerment. So while I was doing that, while I was manufacturing, I was actually very active with Go Negosyo. And I was very fortunate that Go Negosyo would, send me to different, from Lanao to Batanes, to mentor women communities. And yung pag-ikot-ikot ko noon, doing mentorship program, slowly nakakabuo ng produkto. Nagkakaroon ng output. And natutuwa ako pag nagkakaroon ng output. However, ako din yung nagiging market nila. So I would end up hoarding all these products, bringing it home, and bullying my friends and buying them because these are beautiful products. However, there is no access to market. So my transitioning of really asking myself if production is for me, and if what I'm doing in the mentorship program is something that is meaningful to me, doon ako nag-transition na, I can go slow, go small, and actually create mas solid na impact sa lives ng mga taong katrabaho ko. So that's when I
Wow.
started transitioning. And to create market access to all these communities na mini-mentor natin. 'Di ba? Sa akin napupunta kasi yung motivation side ng mentorship
Yes.
program natin and hanggang product development. Tapos ipapasa natin 'yon sa iba for marketing, for other things. So pag nakabuo, walang bumibili, akong bumibili. So naisip namin, lagyan natin ng bahay yung mga nabubuo nating produkto. Kasi nga, hindi na siya sustainable para sa akin kasi ako naman yung bumibili ng product. Sabi ng husband ko, parang nag-hoard na tuloy ako ng mga produkto ng mga community. So, lagyan natin siya ng proper structure para maging sustainable yung ginagawa ng mga community sa tuloy-tuloy yung trabaho nila. So, we thought of a lot of names in creating the platform. We thought of a lot of names in creating the brand, in creating a brand sana for that. Pero talagang sa dami ng consultant natin namin, ang sinabi sa akin is, don't be afraid na, embrace it na. Come out as a designer because you're the one who's designing for the community, with the community
True.
anyway. So don't be afraid na. I was so scared, terrified. Kasi nga, coming in the fashion industry wasn't really in my wildest imagination. But I love creating, I love designing, but I never imagined that I would enter the industry. But it happened. So, takas loob, pikit mata na tinawag na Zarah Juan yung brand. We registered it. I even had a little problem with the name, but now it's okay. Um, di ba? Kasi my name is like, di ba? Sounds
Yeah,
like. But
another.
naayos naman. Um, and here we are. So from mass producing to having almost 200 people to a very small family of 23 artisans working every day with Zarah One, yun na kami ngayon. So, and here we are. So, for me, it's more meaningful that way because I have more focus and attention to what I'm doing. I know my people. I know what's happening in their lives. I know if they get sick, when they get sick, the team is there for them. So, for me, yun yung masaya ako sa journey ko ngayon kahit sinabi pang lumiit kami. Uh,
Wow.
it's so meaningful right now.
Zara, that part of your story is so powerful. Actually, hindi ko alam yun ha, na nagsimula sa pag-iikot-ikot sa Go Negosyo, being a
Mm-hmm.
mentor. Hindi ko alam yung part ng story na yon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you having a problem? Can you hear me?
Yeah, parang humina yung pagdinig ko sa'yo.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine. We'll actually take a short break.
okay.
Medyo momentous na tayo with your kwento. Actually, tumaas sa balahibo ko just hearing that part na, wow, you took on the challenge and gusto ko yung sinabi mo na kahit you're starting small again, but your impact is so big. I can tell you that. And we're going to talk about that impact when we come back. But first, we'll take a short break. When we return, we'll have Zarah Juan back with us. See you guys in a bit.
Game. We can
SoChal takes
troubleshoot.
flight with Geron Travel. Experience life through travel. Visit at Geron Travel on Instagram and on Facebook. Book it to make your travel happen on www.gerontravel.com. Want to be a travel buddy affiliate? Whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a woman with a budding career, at whatever age or with whatever experience, here's something for you. Work from home, be your own boss, manage your own time, and earn extra by sharing and selling amazing travel products and services. Just send us a message at info@gerontravel.com. Pretty nails are healthy nails, and nail care is self-care. Have a posh experience that feels good from your tips to your toes with signature treatments and products. Visit and shop at poshnails.com.ph and follow Posh Nails on IG.
Mafe Management is a company dedicated to empowering individuals and businesses in entertainment, special events, talent management, content creation, digital and traditional marketing, and public relations, in working together to turn their dreams into reality. Get one step closer to elevating yourself and your business by contacting
hello@mafemanagement.com.
Let us empower you.
Now let's continue here at SoChal. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
And we're back. Taking flight with us is still the Zarah Juan. Di ko matanggal ang D. Oo.
Oh.
So sobrang ganda ng kwento. Okay, Zara, your last kwento for me was the most powerful one because feeling ko dun nagtagpi-tagpi. Kumbaga sa weaving, dun napasok lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, paniniwala mo, kung sino ka, hanggang dumating sa puntong ito na not only are you an entrepreneur, but really you're inspiring and helping a lot of communities and women. And I'm not saying this just because kilala kita or alam ko yung nangyayari. Here's something I want to share. one time, kinuha ako para mag-mentor under kay VP Lenny, no? Para sa mga kababahian ng mga weavers. At nung habang kausap ko sila, marketing ang topic. Ano ba naman alam ko rin sa weaving, pero at least alam mo, ayan, bumibili-bili ako. I support it talaga, the industry. So, habang kausap ko sila, first hand ang kwento nila. Dahil marketing, one by one, actually po, si Miss Zarah Juan po yung nagturo sa akin. Ito, actually po, si Miss Zarah Juan po yung sumusuporta sa amin. Kami po yung gumagawa ng ibang products niya. Actually po, 4-5 women started talking and I was there on that table. To our viewers, hindi alam ni Zarah Juan tong kwento na to. Ngayon ko lang nire-reveal sa kanya. So, isa-isa sila nagkwento at nagpatunay. And I was just sitting there and I was like, wow, if only Zarah knows how much she has touched their lives, that they are actually sharing it to me. Hindi Zarah Juan ang pinag-usapan namin doon, pero talagang lumitaw ang pangalan mo because of how much impact you've done to them. So yung tinatawag mong maliit na negosyo, I beg to disagree. Ibang klase ang impact niya. Okay, so let's talk about the brand. You said that it took you courage to actually own it. Own it na, sige na, designer na ako. Sige na, ito na, fashion na ako. You know, a lot of women really go through that, no? Iba tawag doon, imposter syndrome. Yung iba naman, self-doubt. Yung iba ang daming maliliit na boses. Kahit ako, di ba? Parang, kaya mo ba talaga? Ikaw ba talaga to? Baka naman nagpapanggap ka lang. How did you actually push that aside? Because I think that moment that you were able to claim it, I think yun yung word claim it na, I am Zarah Juan. And ito, akin to, brand ko, I'm gonna make it. How do you push that aside and grow from it? Yes.
Actually, maraming reconciliation yan sa utak. Coming from
tawag ko dyan, ano ba yan? Board meeting ba yan with yourself?
Maraming board meeting talaga. Totoo yan. Series of board meeting yan. Kasi alam mo siya, lumalaki ako coming from a humble beginning. Pag galing ka sa wala, ang premise ng understanding me of life is, mahirap lang ako, hanggang dito lang ako. Sad to say, no, pag nandun ka sa akin, sa experience ko, parang pag ganun yung katayuan mo sa buhay, parang ang dami mong limitations. So lumaki ako na nakatanim sa utak ko na wag masyadong ambisyosa. Kasi hindi ka naman kayang paaralin ng nanay mo, hindi ka naman makakaalis sa probinsya or sa estero kung saan ka man lumaki. Hanggang dyan ka lang kasi mahirap ka lang. Ganun kasi yung naranasan ko nung bata ko. So, ang dami kong limitations sa buhay. Alam mo, nakapagpaalis lang sa akin doon because of that flight attendant. When she said, yung 5 minutes ng buhay niya, sinabi niya sa akin that you can also be a flight attendant like me. Just take care of yourself. Study hard. Napaka, generic nung kanyang bilin sa akin. Take care of yourself. Do well in school. You'll be a flight attendant. Sabi niya gano'n. And hindi ko yun makalimutan sa buhay ko. So, nung lumalaki ako, nung nagkaroon na, nakapag-aral ako, praise God, nakapag-aral kami lahat magkakapatid. Kahit nandun kami sa Ang sinabi ko, honestly, nung umpisa, sinabi ko sa sarili ko nung lumalaki ako, ayoko nang bumalik sa sitwasyon na yon. I want to have money. Naging motivation ko yung pera. Kasi nga, pag galing ka sa hirap, ayaw mo at naka-experience ka ng sweldo, nagkaroon ka ng pera, parang sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, ayoko nang bumalik sa ganong situation. And like what I always say, journey naman to nung umpisa, inaamin ko, motivation ko, nung nagtatrabaho ko, money. But then, you mature, you see things around you, you look back to your life and your experience. And for me, I always ask myself, ito na ba yung para sa akin? Pera na lang ba tayo? Naging stewardess ako, ito na lang ba yung para sa akin? Ito lang ba yung purpose ko sa buhay? Palagi kong tinatanong yung sarili ko. Constant soul searching. And then naisip ko, wala namang masama kung mag-ambition tayong magkaroon tayo ng pera because yun naman ang ginagamit natin para makapag-aral yung pamilya, yung anak natin, makakain ng maayos, may bahay, di ba? Magkaroon tayo ng comfort sa buhay. Pero I also realize, hindi rin dapat yun lang ang goal natin, yung pera lang, di ba? And also, with my journey, napansin ko din, kung walang tumapik sa akin na nagsabi, you can do it, you can become a flight attendant, hindi naman mababago yung perspective ko sa buhay. Hindi ako ma-inspire. So, binabalik ko lang din. Going to the communities, I understand kasi na pag mahirap ka, napakalaking bagay na may pumansin sa'yo at magsabi sa'yo, kaya mo.
Mm.
Napakalaking bagay noon. Kasi when you're in that space community, pare-pareho kayo doon na nag-iisip, paano ko lalabas dito? Pero yung moment na may magsabi sa'yo, an outsider telling you that you can do it, iba yun eh. Iba yun. So ako, naisip ko, there's power in that. And if only I can go to communities and tell them and encourage them. Because na-experience ko yun eh. Kaya ninyo. No? And all this Zarah Juan activities in our brand is really not just, designing bags or creating livelihood. I am also there to identify their own power. Because every community, may power naman sila eh. Hindi ako marunong mag-weave, but they know how to weave. They just don't
Yeah.
know, di ba? They just don't probably know the value of weaving and how their skills in weaving can actually change their lives. But since I'm an outsider and I can come in and say, look, you know how to weave. This weaving skills that you have is your power, and these are the things that you can do to make use of this power to make your life better so that you can also continue this tradition and teach this to your children. Ang dami nang naging goal. Basta i-identify mo lang yung power nila. Then eventually, once they have it in them already, yung self-actualization na, kaya ko pala to, pwede na akong bumitaw. Then I move on to another community. So that's my goal. Aside from just creating these products, I'm here to just give back because na-experience ko yun. Tinapik ako, nagbago yung trajectory ng buhay ko eh. So mananapik din ako.
Wow.
Mananapik din ako sa ibang community.
Zarah, I am blown away by your story and by this interview, even as early as now. Di pa tayo tapos, pero you know why I'm saying blown away? Because here we are sitting, hindi pa ako pumapasok dun sa kwento na pagtulong mo sa iba, and already you keep talking and empowering. And I really hope, yung pagtapik mo sa community, ganito rin, yung may makinig sa'yo ngayon, or later on sa podcast, at sabihin, wow, ang galing, kung kaya niya, kaya ko rin. This is funny. May sinasabi si Lady Gaga palagi na 99 people can, not believe in you, but it only takes one person, just one person, and it could make all the difference. And I never knew na that one person was a stranger who just went up to you and said, uy, pwede kang maging stewardess, alagaan mo lang sarili mo. That those simple, trivial words pala, may pwedeng maging bearing. Wow, very powerful.
And then to answer your question, di ba nasagot yung tanong mo, paano ako napasok sa fashion industry? Ayokong pumasok, so scared, terrified. As in, parang naisip ko, hindi ko kaya yan. And it's not me. I mean, but what I have been creating is part of the fashion industry, shoes, fashion accessories, di ba? So, yun na nga, maraming reconciliation coming from that mindset na pag galing ka sa hirap, may limitations ka. Pagka papasok ka sa isang parang something that you don't understand, no, there's fear, di ba? Sometimes you get scared of something you don't understand. And then I had to process that. Bakit ba ako natatakot? So, ano ba yung tinatanong ko sa sarili ko? Bakit ako natatakot pumasok sa fashion industry? Number one, sabi ng old mindset ko, hindi ka naman kasi nag-aral ng fashion eh, ba't ka papasok? O, di nag-research ako, marami naman din tayong designer na hindi naman nakapag-aral sa fashion industry, ng fashion school, pero they're very successful, di ba? O, hindi ba ako magaling mag-sketch? Paano ako magiging designer? Bakit? Pwede pa rin naman makabuo. Nagawa ko naman for 12 years of manufacturing and creating bags for others. Hindi lang yung pangalan ko ang ginagamit, but yung mga collection nila sa store, ako din naman gumagawa. Bakit ko lilimitahan yung sarili ko? So, sometimes talaga, naniniwala na sa yung mundo, ayaw pang maniwala sa sarili mo. Sarili mo lang talaga kalaban mo.
Oh my God, yes!
Diba?
Yes!
Oo, diba parang kahit maniwala na sa'yo yung buong mundo na parang they're saying, you're the Zarah Juan, hanggang di ka niniwala sa sarili mo, ganun ka pa din, hindi ka mag-i-improve. So I had to process that. Not to be like, it's a self-awareness, not to be arrogant about whatever achievements or, it's just, Uh, Enjoying the process, knowing your value as a person, as a designer, mas marami ka kasing marirealize na mas magtuturo pa sa'yo ng mas magandang experience, mas gagaling ka because you're now aware of your value and there's nothing to be afraid of. And that, um, failure, mistakes, setbacks are all part of it. Anong kinakatakot natin? So, nung na-realize ko yon na yung mga requirements na sinaksak sa utak ko na kailangan mag-aral ka, kailangan drawing ka, kailangan ganito ka, kailangan fashionista ka, ganito. Ang daming requirements. I had to remove that. I had to unlearn that and start all over again. I just started with, wait, I can create bags and I can make good bags. And that's all I have and that's where I'm gonna start. So hanggang doon lang muna pansinin yung madaming noise. And then I just take it one day at a time. Hanggang ito na ulit tayo ngayon. Hanggang nabuo na
Yeah.
yung Zarah Juan.
Zara, you mentioned unlearning. Ang
Mm.
galing, some people when they're already there, kumita na sila, alam na nila what works, what doesn't. Isa yan sa pinakamahirap na gawin. To unlearn. Kung ano na ang
Yes.
alam mo, kung ano nang sigurado. And you're
Mhm.
able to break those boundaries. And actually, this is one of the main reasons why you're also here is because I want you, if it's possible, to share to women out there, how do you rebirth yourself? How do you reborn? Kasi ikaw, you keep exceeding your own expectations and kahit na mahirap, thank you for sharing your challenges. Napaka-importante, no? That's where we learn those vulnerable sides. But so anong masasabi mo to other women na struggling na stay-at-home mama ko or okay, working mama ko pero baliktad gusto ko naman mag-experiment na ibang industriya or how do you break that cycle? How do you actually give birth to yourself again and again like how you did?
Mm. For me kasi, first siguro is, huwag natin ilagay sa box yung sarili natin. Yung limitations natin, usually tayo lang din nagsiset nun sa utak natin. Wala naman nagsabi na ibang tao na hanggang dyan ka lang. Di ba? Wala namang nagdo-drawing or naglalagay ng parameters mo hanggang saan ka lang. Di ba? It's really us. It's really our mind. No? And pag sinaksak natin sa utak natin yan, na hanggang dito lang ako, hanggang doon lang talaga tayo. Di ba? Ikaw lang kasi nakakaalam ng capacity mo, ng strength mo, anong kaya mong gawin, hindi kayang gawin. But if we step back and we ask ourselves, ako palagi ko kasi tinatanong sarili ko, hanggang dito na lang ba ako? Nagkakaedad tayo, I'm 44 right now, parang naisip ko, pwede pa marami pa tayong pwedeng gawin bago tayo mag-retire. So hanggang ngayon, actually, marami pa akong gustong gawin. Gusto ko pa nga mag-aral again.
Wow.
Because ano ba yung purpose natin, di ba? We have to go back to our purpose. Palagi ko nga sinasabi, I have my 3 P's sa buhay ko. Number 1 na P is my priorities. Second, my purpose. And then, what's me and my passion. So, pag nagsiself muni ako, tinatanong ko yan, yung priorities ko ba safe pa din, straight pa din. Pag nag-haywire, mag-review tayo ng priorities. Yung purpose, napakagasgas na word yan. Di ba? Palagi na lang sinasabi, purpose, di ba? But hey, totoo naman talaga yun. Ano ba? Bakit ba tayo gumigising sa araw-araw na ginawa ng Diyos? Di ba? Kung may nagpapagising ba sa atin, pag dumilit ba ang mata natin, ano bang gagawin natin sa buhay natin in that particular day, 'di ba? Pag walang purpose, baka hindi ka na babangon, aayawan mo nang bumangon kasi there's nothing to look forward to 'di ba? And then my passion I'm katikot girl. I'm a certified katikot girl. I love putting things together. I love destroying things and putting it back. It's me. So that's what keeps me going. And so for others, you really have to alamin niyo, tanongin niyo yung sarili niyo, what matters to you? 'Di ba? What matters to you? Ano nagpapagising sa inyo sa araw-araw? Ano kilig sa tiyan ninyo, yung parang pag may nakita kayong isang business, isang bagay na your gut feeling na halos, for me, that's it eh. Parang hindi kang makahinga, sakit ng tiyan mo na it excites you so much that you have tummy ache. For me, pag nakita akong bag na ganun yung na-imagine ko, hindi na ako makatulog because that's it for me. I love creating bags. So, yun lang naman, napakasimple lang ng advice ko sa mga nakikinig sa atin. You really
Yeah.
have to...
Zarah, sorry to interrupt. Yes, speaking about nakikinig, so maraming nakikinig. Thank you so much to people listening in. Marge, hi Marge, is saying thank you for your 3-piece tip. You have your Zarah Juans also. Wow.
Thank you.
The Juan tribe
Yes.
listening in. Yeah. Merong very revealing sa sinabi mo na pwede kong itali sa buong interview. I'm sure di mo na malayan. Sabi mo, you love tinkering with things. You dismantle them and then you put them back together and then you create something new with it. That's basically what you've been doing in this journey. Personally, with yourself. You were able to break away from the titles na alam mo, itong team na to, next step. Break it away, put it back, and come back. Kaya Phoenix. Tama yung Phoenix talaga. Kaya nagamit ko. Okay. I'm sticking with that na for life. Pag nakita kita in person, hi Phoenix. Alam mo na yun, Zarah. Okay, let's talk about your products right now. They're so dreamy. Alam mo, pag nakikita ko siya, kahit sa mga bazaars dati, or with friends wearing it, these are things that not just take creativity, but really comes from a different place. Hindi lang siya, okay, gawa tayo. Ano ba to? Napapaniginipan ni Zarah? Or, di ba, they're really something. That's why maraming kababaihan, of course, most of your clients, they really love it, they afford it. Pero kahit yung mga hindi maka-afford, they will save up for it. They know the quality. They really save up for it. I know this. May mga babae akong kilala, I'm saving up for my birthday. Ang regalo ko sa sarili ko, isang Zarah Juan bag. And I've heard this. So yeah, why don't you just quickly share lang, like, where do you get the inspiration to actually think up of these things?
Actually, my creative process, medyo hindi din siya, medyo weird. I can call it weird. My creative process kasi is always comes from a place of gratitude. Para yung mas less weird yung pag sinabi kong gano'n. Since hindi ako sumusunod sa season eh. I don't like create my designs based on seasons. I don't have that. It comes out naturally with me. I'm still learning a lot of things to put a structure to our business, but right now I am just going with the flow. I'm learning to hone my design skills before we really like put a structure to our organization. Because marami pa akong kailangang matutunan sa pag-design. Because it's different how I started. So when I create a design, it always comes from a place of gratitude. Why? Saan ako galing? Diba? Saan ako galing? For example, we have this takatak bag. It's a kabayo bag. Ba't ka gagawang kabayo bag? Ano mo yung kabayo bag? But because,
bakit nga?
Bakit nga, diba? Sino gagamit ng kabayo bag? But I think yung number one, the inspiration, ano yung very significant sa buhay ko. Kabayo bag, dalawa yan mag-asawa yung kabayo at kalabaw na yan. The kalabaw is from my amang, my lolo, and the takatak is from my lola, my inang. Naalala ko yung inang ko, nung bata kami, para lang magsimba kami, babribe kami niyan. Magsimba kayo, paglabas ng simbahan, ibibili ko kayo ng taka, which is yung paper mache na kabayo. And I'm so thankful for that, bribing. Pero maliliit lang, yung pag-birthday mo, yung mga may swing, pwede yon, yung parang pwede mong sakyan. Pero yung ordinary church day, maliliit lang na taka. But we look forward to that. Because syempre laruan yun eh. And I'm very thankful for that experience because dahil sa porsigido yung lola ko na makapagsimba kami, lumapit kami lahat. Lumapit ako, personally, sa Panginoon. And that's significant sa buhay ko. So, ngayon, knowing what I know in manufacturing and creating bags, ang challenge na nasa utak ko, gusto ko yun gusto kong i-honor ang lola ko Naalala ko yung taka. Pero, paano ko gagawing bag yung taka? So, nandun ngayon yung challenge ng pag-design. And, nung na-challenge na ako na gagawin kong bag, yung memory ng lola ko na yun, doon na pumasok yung pagiging designer nga siguro, di ba? So, nabuo na yung takatak bag. And my lolo, farmer, meron siyang kalabaw forever. Lahat ng kalabaw niya, simula bata kami hanggang tumanda siya, lahat Islaw ang pangalan ng kalabaw sa Bulacan So doon naman din nabuo yung kalabaw bag namin, which is Islaw bag. And those two bags are very important to me because that's my way of honoring my grandparents. So, ganun ang
Wow.
process. Ganun yung process ko. Um, kung ano yung mga significant na memories ng bata ko because I'm very grateful na sa mga experience na yon kahit yung pag-jeep ko, yung pagsakay ko ng pedicab, 'di ba? Lahat 'yon naging bag na Kasi nakapag-aral ako kahit naka-pedicab ako. I'm very grateful. 'Di ba? Sa UST ako nakapag-aral ng college bumabaha palagi doon. Memorable experience ko, pag bumaba, kailangan umuwi ka na. So kahit sumabit ka sa jeep, sabit ka, kahit babae ako, sumasabit ako. Gusto kong umuwi Kasi nagko-commute ako everyday, uwian ng Bulacan kasi hindi namin kaya mag-dorm. But nakakatuwang ikwento na sumasabit ako sa jeep dati. So naisip ko, gawa ko ng jeep bag. Paano kaya yon? Papasok ulit yung technical side because of what I know and experience. Challenge of designing a bag that is functional, but I want to create a jeepney bag. So ganun yung creative process ko. And on the other side of it, kailangan community-based siya. So, ina-identify ko yung mga community na magpa-participate in creating that particular bag in my head. Bibilangin ko na, sa strap si Benguet Weavers, o yung lining si Abra Weavers, yung wicker, kaila Kuya Ed yan ibigay. Lahat yan, nakakalculate ko sa utak ko bago pa ako mag-drawing. So, it's not traditional, it's not, alam mo yun, hindi siya parang sketch and then design or season, ito yung design. Hindi siya ganon So, in-enjoy ko lang muna yung ganitong chapter ng pag-design ko. I know it's gonna change in the future kasi syempre, baka maubos yung memories of childhood. But at right now, nandun ako sa stage na yon and doon lang muna ako. Happy pa naman ako doon. So, in the future, we'll see what will happen.
Zarah, thank you so much for being kind enough to share your creative process and those amazing stories. Not everyone can do that na napaghuhugutan ang totoong storya nila, ang nakaraan nila, and you're able to express that. So thank you. Alam mo, wow, 1 hour na pala tayo and I kind of have to
Bilis.
wrap things up. Ang bilis, pero ang laman. Yun naman sabi ko, ang laman. So thank you. I just wanna say people are actually messaging right now. Yung iba nakaka-relate sa bag na sinasabi mo at nabili na. Siguro favorite bag daw nila yun, no?
Wow.
Sabi niya, my favorite bag. Hello, thank you for that. Very inspiring story. Thank you so much for sharing. Ako rin magte-thank you. But okay, maybe I'll end the question with this. There's no doubt that Zarah Juan empowers other communities and other women. Given na yon. The way that you involve and make it inclusive para sa mga communities na mag-create, na umangat sa buhay nila, na magamit yung mga skills nila and talent. But how does Zarah Juan empower herself? Kasi yun ang I think would be so important for people to learn from. Your clients, most of them are also very posh, beautiful women, mga big names din yan. They carry Zarah Juan. They're also entrepreneurs, they're celebrities, socialites, mix different kinds of women. And they feel posh, they feel taken care of. They feel like, wow, pag binili ko to para sa sarili ko, it's my gift for myself, or ang sarap ng feeling na nakakatulong pero at the same time para sa akin to. There's no doubt that Zarah Juan does that and empowers women and other communities. But how does Zarah Juan make herself feel posh, make herself feel empowered? Because I think we can learn from that. That's what we also need to do, take care of ourselves. So how do you do it for yourself?
Alam mo siya, aminin ko, before the Zarah Juan brand, certified workaholic. palaging na nahuhuli yung sarili. Kaya nga siguro in the process, I gained so much weight. I really don't care about how I look. Pinagdaanan ko din yung struggle na yon as a woman, as a person. But naisip ko, again, bakit ba natin ginagawa itong mga bagay na to? For what? Diba? So, I have learned, I mentioned kanina my first P, which is priorities. I have learned to identify my priorities in life. In hierarchy. So, ano yun? Parang for me, God first. Okay? Before, God, and then family agad. But now, I have learned to put myself second to God. God, me first, and then family. Because, I cannot give love to my family if I don't love myself. If I'm coming from an empty cup. So I have to take care of myself so that I can take care of my family and be there for my communities. And so on and so forth. In establishing my priorities, everything I do now becomes clearer. Things that I would say yes to, and say no to every day. Gagawin ko ba to? Pero kasi masisira yung set of priorities ko. Teka muna, I would politely decline or not do it at all. Parang ganun. Because doon ko lang naalagaan yung sarili ko. Now that I'm prioritizing myself, I'm able to eat well. Because I want to care for myself. So, piliin ko yung kinakain ko. I'm able to spend quiet time, early morning or in the afternoon. I'm able to walk para for my health. And all those things, I have learned to put a structure where kasali yung sarili ko. I have learned to make a schedule na kasali yung sarili ko. Unlike before, puro schedule, wala kang makikita na para sa Zarah for me time. Yung me time na lang is sleep, 'di ba? Go home sleep. But now I'm able to put in my priorities in my schedule. Ano yung para kay Zarah Juan as a person. And I think that's very important na unahin din natin yung sarili natin because kung mahal natin din yung mga tao sa paligid natin at palagi tayong hindi na uuna, puputok tayo at some point and it's not gonna be nice. So, that's how I do my self-care.
Thank you so much, Zarah. Can you hear me? Zarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's been a lovely journey and hearing your journey as well. Some parts of the story na hindi ko akalain na wow, yun palang napagdaanan ni Zarah. Before we go, can we now talk about this beautiful spiral thing at the back of you? Where are you right now? Ano ba ito? Maybe you can invite people also to visit your online pages so they can still be in touch with the items, the creations that you have.
Wow. Well, thanks, Charles, for the opportunity for that time. I'm right now. I'm here at the Power Plant Mall. We are still doing mga final touches in our flagship store. Thank you na super tagal din na panahon bago kami dumating sa part na to. But we are opening soon. We don't know yet the exact date. But it's gonna happen anytime soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Kasi marami pang mga final touches. But we are at the Power Plant Mall, second floor near Uniqlo. So if you have time, please drop by. And aside from our flagship store, you can also reach us at our Instagram account or through our website, zarahjuan.com. Thank you, Shal, for that opportunity.
Thank you, Zarah. Grabe, may pandemya or wala, laging may nanganganak na bago. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Zarah Juan. Quote-unquote Miss Phoenix of my life. Really, honestly, beautiful story, amazing story. Thank you so much.
Thank you also.
So that's it. I just want to remind everyone, if you want to go back, you can check out the video right now that we're posting also on Facebook, but you can also check out SoChal podcast on Spotify to hear the wonderful, amazing story of Zarah Juan. I know a lot of you enjoyed and learned so much. People are saying, wow, love this episode. Bukang favorite to ni March. Okay, thank you so much. Me too, I love it too. Super powerful story. Again, Once again, thank you so much, Zarah Juan, for sharing with us
Thank
your
you.
real story as a real woman.
Maraming
Thank
salamat.
you.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Until our next social conversations, thank you so much for taking flight with us, everyone.
Touchdown! On behalf of the SoChal crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us on today's episode. SoChal takes flight with Jarron Travel. Experience life through travel. Visit at Jarron Travel on Instagram and on Facebook. Book it to make your travel happen on www.jarrontravel.com. Want to be a travel buddy affiliate? Whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a woman with a budding career, at whatever age or with whatever experience, here's something for you. Work from home, be your own boss, manage your own time, and earn extra by sharing and selling amazing travel products and services. Just send us a message at info@jarrontravel.com. Pretty nails are healthy nails, and nail care is self-care. Have a posh experience that feels good from your tips to your toes with signature treatments and products. Visit and shop at poshnails.com.ph and follow Posh Nails on IG. Mafe Management, a company dedicated to empowering individuals and working together in making dreams come true in both the entertainment and public relations industry.